Emmy, I am super pumped up to be speaking with you today. Now, before we get started, I just want to say I'm super grateful to be working with you and to have known you for the last few months. You are doing some amazing things. And more importantly, you're just an absolute high energy, positive, awesome human. Welcome. And why are you so awesome, Emmy?
Oh, thank you so much for having me, Adrian. You are actually my very favorite person to work with. So I'm really excited that we get to work together, that you're helping me with my business, with my thought leadership. And I am so awesome because I always fit everything in.
Yeah.
And my friends have asked me for years, how do you fit it all in? How do you work 80 to 100-hour weeks at a hedge fund and compete with at the Olympic level during the weekends? How do you do it?
How do you do it?
10 minutes at a time. And people ask me, that's crazy. How do you do 10 minutes at a time? They say, that's nuts. That can't really be. So then I go down and I say, well, okay, here's the exact thing that I did. What I did is I would work 20-hour days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, work a half day, 10 hours on Friday, and then make up 10 hours over the weekend. Meanwhile, during those 20-hour days, I would sneak off to the gym and fit in a 12-minute cardio workout Monday, Wednesday, and a 12-minute weight workout Tuesday, Thursday. And that kind of was my stepping stones between the weekends.
Emmy, I'm very interested to learn a little bit more about your Olympic level being an athlete back in the day. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah. Thanks for asking. I had always ridden horses. Well, always, since I was 6 years old. And I got my first horse when I was 11 and started competing when I was 13. And that's actually starting a little bit late for most competitors. And I went to the Junior Olympics, got gold in the team when I was in college. And then I kind of had to put that at the side burner. And it was always a dream for me. What could I do? And couldn't I be at the Olympic level? Because I just kind of gotten to the Junior Olympic level. So couldn't I be? And I always had this feeling, I don't want to be 65 and say, woulda, coulda, shoulda, I had the talent, I had the skill. So I get to New York, I'm working in a hedge fund, and I think, instead of training all these horses, because you can train 50 and only one is going to make it, why not buy one that's made it? And so that's what I did. I went to Europe and I bought a horse that had already competed at the highest levels. And then I started competing him at the highest levels. So it was a little bit of a cheat to get there, but you still have to get it done. You still got to ride these horses. And so then these horses would live the summers in New Jersey and the winters in Florida. And then I would travel back and forth training with top Olympians and training with top Olympic trainers, and then competing against people that were on the US Olympic team. And I competed both in Florida, New Jersey, as well as flying my horses to Europe and competing against these Olympians during the Olympic trials in Europe.
That's a epic experience. Sounds like a lot.
Yeah, it was fantastic because not only did I get to do the competition and feel like, okay, now I really know what it's like to be at this highest level. I know that I have what it takes, but I could have done that at home. Yeah. The thing you and I talk about a lot is mindset. And what is the mindset of a winner? And how can I take that from my horse riding all the way back to my portfolio management, my building my business? And how can you take what you learn building your business back into your athletics and your sports? And it's all about reaching that peak state and having that mindset that you can get it done, you can fit it in, and you know what's most important.
Yeah, I love that. Now, just on that, what really got you into, if we take a step back, what really got you into the health and wellness industry and how you're currently helping tech and finance professionals?
So I took kind of a long path that way. I was always riding and I was trying to figure out, okay, how do you fit this in 10 minutes? So I'm fitting in my workouts. And meanwhile, I'm not eating very well. But I'm just kind of powering through. And as I got older, I started to get some feedback from my doctors. Look, you exercise a lot, you're doing a lot, but some of your blood metrics aren't so perfect. And so then I took on keto. And that experience made me realize how much, if you change your macronutrients and if you change your nutrition, how much that can just power your brain, power your ability to improve your athletics, improve your thinking, your concentration. And so then I ended up writing a nutrition chapter for a medical textbook because I got so obsessed with it that I got offered to do that. And I was excited to do that and share that knowledge with budding doctors. And so with all of this, doing the nutrition, competing, my friends, I was the go-to person, and my friends are on boards of directors. My friends are top portfolio managers. My friends are people really working hard in tech firms. And they would say, Emmy, I'm traveling all the time. I can't make this nutrition work. Emmy, I'm traveling all the time. I can't figure out how to do a proper weight workout. So it was naturally, they were coming to me because they were seeing me flourish while I was fitting it all in. So it just naturally became, those are the types of people that I help now because I've been doing that, and they naturally found that I was the right person to ask.
And was that an early stage that you were surrounding yourself with like high performance people, positive people that on the same journey as you? How did you get into being around those people?
I was really lucky. I actually started my career as a horse trainer, thinking that, well, I should just do this full time. And my horse trainer said to me, I want to be your life mentor because I feel like you need more guidance. And he said, you've got a lot of brains. You've got a lot of different talents. I don't want you to default to being a horse trainer. So if you go to graduate school, face all your opportunities, come out, want to be a horse trainer, then I'll support you. And in graduate school is where I met an entire cohort of people that were doing some amazing things. I started investing in grad school to basically pay my way through it. And so I met these really positive people that wanted to get things done. And we all melded together for our excitement around the stock market. And then when I started investing in the stock market, it's all about, you can tell by the leaderboard who's winning. And then you end up being friends with other people who are doing really well, sharing ideas, so that you just end up kind of attracting similar-minded, positive people that are just trying their best and really trying to get every last drop out of life.
Yeah, I love that. Emmy, what are some of the challenges tech and finance professionals are facing right now with their health and wellness in daily life?
I think it's one of those interesting challenges because it's a benefit too. If you're in tech and finance and you're working on these exciting IPOs and you're working on a brand new company, you are in the flow, you're really enjoying your career, and you get to the end of your day, your week, your month, and you look back and you say, wow, I didn't really eat how I wanted to. I didn't really fit in the exercise. So it's not that they're so busy that they can't fit it in. It doesn't even come to mind because they're just in the flow and they're doing so well, and or they are extremely overworked and need to make it a priority. But a lot of times it's just because, as I experienced, it was just so exciting to be in that industry that it doesn't even cross your mind. And then months, years, weeks have gone by and you haven't cared for yourself.
Yeah. And I think you and I can both relate to this right now because we're both so excited about the work that we do, serving others and just, giving value back to people in the community. So like, I think, you can get so caught up in the work side of it. And then before you know it, it's the end of the day and you're like, oh, I haven't worked out today. And I think, I think that's going to lead into what we're going to talk about in a minute, which is the My 10 Min app, which is totally changed my world, by the way. But before we get to that, what are 3 tips that you would give the audience that is watching this right now to get some results in the next 7 days with their health and wellness?
Yeah. My number one tip every single time is slow down. I know this makes no sense. This makes no sense. Phil Maffetone has trained more Ironman, and he trained the Ironman who won 6 world championships in 10 years by slowing down. Why would you slow down to do a race? He says basically for your aerobic heart rate, it's 180 minus your age is 100%. And then you take 85% of that. If you have injuries, you can look it up. It's MAF. It's the MAF method. And if you have injuries, illness, you're starting back, you minus some other beats, you get to this 100% of heart rate, and then you take 85% of that. It ends up, for me, it's a heart rate for running or for any aerobic activity of 114. It's a very low rate. And so it's well known among pros that almost everyone that's doing cardio is doing it at too high of a rate. Consistently, when I post this on Twitter, someone will email me or text me and say, I just started doing this. I already feel amazing. This is something that you can get a result right away, because what happens is the next day you go out and you exercise at that lower rate, you're building aerobic capacity that very day and the next day and the next day. One of the safest ways you can do it if you don't have a watch is just go for a brisk walk. That has you right in your aerobic heart rate. And so you just replace some running with walking, and that'll build your aerobic capacity. That is my number 1 tip. Number 2 is just take 10 minutes every once in a while, walk around your apartment, breathe, drink some water, just care for yourself. The water's out.
There's a little bit there.
It doesn't count.
There's a mouthful.
And number 3 is make it really, really easy to fit things in. So take the weights that you use the most often, maybe 2 10-pounders or 2 15-pounders, nothing aggressive, and put them next to your desk. We're all working from home now. Put them next to your desk, and you're going to have 5 minutes between something, and just go ahead and lift them 10 times. Every time is a time that you've done it. It's all cumulative.
I like that. I can see here I've got some kettlebells and that I'm going to pick up after we finish up today.
Nice.
Awesome. Love it. Solid tips. Now, I'm excited to talk about this. Tell the audience about your famous app.
Yes, it is free. You can download it. You do not need to go to any kind of app store. You can just download it. It's myhealth.my10min.com. And
what can they expect to see in the app?
If you have 10 minutes, this is the one place to go for your own self-care. If you want to meditate, I've got all the meditations in there are under 10 minutes. Yep. If you want to do a full body workout, weights, if you want to walk, if you want to run, if you want to cook a salad, I've got a steak recipe in there that's under 10 minutes. Ooh. If you want to find something to do, to play, to journal, to do some art, those are all in there. So it falls under the categories of resilience, movement, nutrition, and meditation. And everything is in there for 10 minutes. So if you just think, oh, I feel a little stressed. Oh, I've got 10 minutes. You don't have to go to 15 different apps. You can just go into this app and find something. And then if you're in the app and you just did it and you've got another couple of minutes, you can see you, Adrian, doing the full body weight workout, which has been a viral video with over 11,000 views so far. And the link is in the learning section of movement. So you can go to any section, movement, resilience, and there will be YouTube videos directly linked there where you can learn more about anything that you're trying out in the app.
Yeah. And if I might say, I love obviously the workout part of it, but I also love the mindset part of it as well. And what you said before is just like slowing down. It's so important because when you slow down, you're able to actually think better and chill out. So highly recommend the app for people who don't have it. And it's obviously free and you get a lot of value out of it. But what I love most about it is it's simple. You're not giving like 10 different workouts. There's just like one workout for this, one for that, and whatever else. And the nutrition is simple, the resilience, the mindset, the yoga, all this other stuff. Sorry, the meditation, not the yoga. But yeah, Absolutely love that.
Great, great,
Emmy.
great. That is the idea. The idea is that with 10 minutes, you short circuit procrastination. Because if you think, oh, I'm going to go work out for a half hour, then you're like, oh, do I have the half hour? And that's a natural thing with our amygdala with back in history where we didn't have enough calories and we needed to save our calories for hunting. If any kind of calorie exertion for making ourselves better, et cetera, would just be like, nope, you can't do it. You just got to focus on hunting. Something for 10 minutes kind of gets underneath that barrier.
Yep.
So that's the idea. And if you then went in there and there was a whole bunch of choices and you're just like, look, I just need a weight workout. If you had a bunch of choices, it puts in the procrastination again. It puts in the debate. And so that is why I only have one kind of choice for each one. So if you know you have bands, you want to work on the bands, I got one band workout. If you know you've got some free weights, I've got that. And if you have nothing, then I've got a full body workout that's just body weight.
Boom. Absolutely love it. Emmy, what do you want the listener to take away from today?
We all have 10 minutes. You can fit it in, and you can reach any of your goals and your dreams.
Yeah, I love that. Simple, very simple. Emmy, where can people find you?
They can find me here on LinkedIn. They can find me on Facebook.
Yeah.
Everywhere you can find me personally is Emmy Sobieski.
Yep.
And at Emmy Sobieski on Twitter, I post about 20 times a day, all kinds of health tips. So that's another fun place. If you want little health tips through your day, that's a great place to come find me. And then you, of course, can go to my10min.com. And that's the 10 is with a number 10. So it's my10min.com.
Love that. And
thank you.
Before we go, I just want to seed Clubhouse, our partnership in Clubhouse.
Yes.
Super excited to be jamming with you on some fitness and health and mindset and all that good stuff very soon. So please, if you're watching, come and hang out with us in Clubhouse. We'll be talking about some pretty cool stuff and going deep. Boom. But other than that, Emmy, you know what? Since we have known each other, we have just like really started to energize not only ourselves, but the positive energy that we're able to put together is so much stronger than doing this stuff alone. And
absolutely,
I just want to say I'm super thankful and grateful for you. And what I meant by energy is just simply the amount of energy that we can bring together impacts 10x more people in this world.
Yeah, absolutely. And like a magnet.
Thank you. I'm super pumped and I'm really looking forward to what's to come. And is there anything else? Do you have any final thoughts you want to add before we leave?
Just remember to slow down will speed you up. That has to do with recovery, mindset, everything. Slowing down will speed you up.
Got to go slow to go fast. Success loves speed. So you got to go slow.
And then success loves speed. Then you're going to speed up. Exactly.
Emmy, thank you so much. Let's rock and roll with a double fist bump.
Thank you for having me, Adrian.
That's
such
how we do
fun.
things. You are very welcome. Thank you again. I'll speak to you soon.
Now it's time for you to get the most out of this and comment below. This is where I will personally come in and give you the answers that you need. And as always, the best discussions happen over at leewayfitness.com.au. This is where I can give you all the guides, programs, and insights I can't fit into these videos. Plus the free diets and workouts are waiting for you now. And if you like this video, be sure to hit subscribe so you never miss a video and I can send them straight to you. I'm looking forward to seeing you soon in the Leeway Lifestyle community.